An AEW star has seemingly been removed from the roster. A WWE Hall of Famer is said to be working on an in-ring return, and John Cena has put over LA Knight after his triumphant SmackDown return, so stay tuned. Payback tonight, 6 matches on the card. We'll be talking about that in a bit, but we're kicking off with some AEW news, as an AEW star has been removed from the roster. So, if you have a look at AEW's official roster page on the AEW website, one name's been removed, and that is unfortunately Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss has been there forever. Sonny was
first show, right?
Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
in the Casino Battle Royal. Not really wrestled on AEW TV much. In fact, since March, I think it was. Done a few bits here and there for Ring of Honor as well.
Yeah.
Sonny also not on the Ring of Honor website either, on the roster page there, although they don't tend to update that quite so much.
Yeah, I think it's weirdly not surprising while being very surprising at the same time. I think the way AEW's ecosystem is, it just feels like it's a lot of people vying for that screen time. It feels very much like a similar sort of situation to what we had with WWE over the years, where, you know, it's just sort of getting the time to get everybody out there. I don't think Sonny's going to hurt for work, though. I think you know, definitely there's going to be plenty of people wanting Sonny Kiss. So it could be the beginning of something new entirely, or it could be, you know, maybe just a period of going away for a little bit before coming back to the AEW audience that's kind of familiar with you.
Maybe that's it. That's it. I like Sonny a lot. I think that Sonny has a great deal of charisma that never necessarily came off on screen as well as it could have. Like, I've seen interviews with Sonny, super entertaining, super charismatic, and I think Sonny did a really good job on TV, but never really had like a big storyline.
Yeah, it was sort of, there was always very big featured moments, and it was like, okay, now we're going to capitalize, now we're going to see something fresh, and it just didn't
go anywhere.
Never really hit the ground running. So maybe it is just that kind of old idiom of go away, learn a new hold, and, you know, just sort of how can we miss you if you don't go away type thing.
Yeah.
Where we'll see Sonny pop back up again, but again, as I said, I don't think that you know, other promotions are going to be looking at it and passing over. So I think that it's Impact in particular, I think, would be a really good landing spot.
Not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Not a bad shout at all. It's always sad to see like some of the early roster members.
Yeah, especially when they're still so young and they've got, you know, such a long career ahead of them.
The thing is, they've got heaps of TV that they're doing. Sonny obviously sort of ended up doing Dark Elevation, that sort of stuff. So there is room, just about, but at the same time, I say there's room. It is a bloated roster. There's only so many featured TV programs.
You just don't want to see Sonny popping up again and again and again on, I guess, you know, not to kind of look down on them, but the lesser shows.
Yeah,
right?
No, you're totally right. Speaking of AEW, we've got a Hall of Famer, a WWE Hall of Famer, who is said to be working on an in-ring return. So Powerhouse Hobbs was chatting away with the Under the Ring podcast. Let this slip a little bit. I don't think this has been mentioned before.
No, I can't recall it.
He said, Mark Henry is a big man. He's right. He's actually spot on there. He nailed that.
I saw him in person. And
Have you?
It was like, I don't know, like first time I ever saw Kevin Nash, it was like, wow, like you really are massive. First time I saw Mark Henry, it was like, you like the biggest human being I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, just like, it felt like he could just crush me with one hand. Like, just grab my head and just crush me.
I've never seen him in person.
I
saw Yokozuna a few months before he died. He was like 600-700 pounds at the time.
Yeah.
Couldn't get through a double door. He had to stand sideways. He's not that big, is he?
No, but he was just muscle. It's absolute muscle.
Anyway, Powerhouse Hobbs continued. He knows what I should do and what I shouldn't do, what can work and what will work. He knows the struggles that some of us face in this business, so he's definitely relatable. I mean, he can say things to me and know what I'm thinking before I'd even spit it out. And then he was asked about a potential match with Mark Henry, to which Hobbs replied, I heard he's working on a comeback, but it's a different era, so I don't know if Mark wants to get this two-piece. You up for it?
Yeah, if we get Mark Henry versus Captain Insano, that's a throwback, you know, I want that.
That would be fun.
No, I think if Mark Henry's going to come back, you know that it's going to be, in his current position, the company obviously is doing announcing, he's sort of involved with a little bit of the producing side of it, and he's there as like a coach as well. So you got to think it's going to be working with younger talent. I think him and Hobbs especially would be something I would just throw money at.
Couple of big lads.
Yeah, I like beef on beef.
Yeah. Right. I'd like to, you know what, I'd be up for it. I don't want it to take over TV. I don't want to see it too much or anything like that. But as a little bit of maybe a 3-month program, Mark Henry, one last go, get the salmon jacket out again.
And as well, like his in-ring style isn't one where, he's in there doing backflips and all this stuff that he may not be able to do anymore, which we're seeing, a lot with wrestlers whose style kind of has started to transcend through the 90s.
He can still do a bear hug.
He can still do, he can still probably do all of his moveset and do it well. So it's gonna, I think it might be one of those weird ones where it's like, why he's not really missed a beat.
Yeah. Fair play. Jimmy Uso got a new WWE theme last night. Very interesting stuff in the opening segment. He's got a new theme. It features lyrics about standing on your own, which makes sense.
The like Baroque piano thing I can never remember the name of at the start of it. It kind of sounds like it's Roman's theme, like mirrored. It's weird. It's got that kind of vibe running through it. It's got that sort of trap beat to it. I liked it. And he cut off John Cena as John Cena was like saying something about giving the fans a chance to see John Cena, and before he could even get the John out, music
heat. Not just that, they ballsed up his name slate as well. They put Jimmy instead of Jimmy. We'll show you a picture so you understand what I'm on about. There's 3 M's, there's not 3 N's. Goodness gracious me. Following John Cena's return to WWE on SmackDown, he said a few choice words in a WWE exclusive. It's been uploaded to their social media, their YouTube channel, speaking candidly about his future in WWE, saying that although tonight isn't my last, it's not far off. So he's teased retirement, but he's done that before. Anyway, he was asked about LA Knight as well. Obviously, The Miz versus LA Knight will be on Payback tonight. Cena is the special guest host of Payback. Cena described The Miz as one of the most underrated superstars in WWE history, first of all, which is lovely, and he's not wrong, he's class. Still doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's still a punchline in some fans' minds, isn't he? And Cena gets it.
He exists in spite of it now, and that's what I enjoy.
Oh man, he's so consistent. He's so good. Anyway, LA Knight. He put over LA Knight's persistence, character work, and said that he's watching LA Knight with a very close eye.
Yeah, he said, what was it? It was like, as somebody who has never give up written on my merch, he's like, I understand that persistence. So can you imagine LA Knight Cena? I'd be up for that.
I'd be well up for that.
I'd be well up for that.
There is a report going around at the moment as well about John Cena's future plans. They said that they might do something with him and Cody as well, which is such a good match. It's a proper passing of the torch. Biggest baby face to biggest baby face. It's simple as hell to book. Put Cody over. I'm up for that as well. I'm up for that as well. We'll quickly run down the card. You're not doing predictions. You're not on the live stream. It's me and Andrew tonight. Give us your predictions. Super quick here. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Steel cage.
Trish Stratus, obviously. No! From the 90s.
Piss. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Part of me would say Judgment Day, but I think Kevin and Sami are going to keep it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
See, I went for Judgment Day.
I want that wedge, although at the same time it'd be nice to have that wedge with some gold tied to it, so maybe Judgment Day would be pretty good.
I went Judgment Day, but I've since seen that Kevin and Sami are advertised for that superstar spectacle thing. And normally I'd be like, hey, card subject to change, doesn't matter. I don't think they would announce that match and then give the market
back
for that one. Rhea versus Raquel.
Rhea.
Obviously. Ray versus Austin.
Ray.
Yeah, I've gone for Ray as well. LA Knight versus The Miz.
I want LA Knight really badly, but I'm kind of gearing myself up for disappointment.
What, so it continues, right? LA Knight's getting the win overall, but...
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, I just want to see LA Knight do well, so every time I see him in a match, it's like, go on, win. But yeah, I think, going to extend it.
Rollins Nakamura for the big one.
I mean, it's going to be Rollins, but what my heart would do if it was Nakamura.
It's never going to happen. I don't think it's going to. I might end up eating your hat. We will see. We'll be back for more news very, very shortly. Thank you very, very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. By the way, we should explain all this.
Yeah, we're on the old set.
We're on the old set. We're in front of the green screen, right? Because Triple Jump, using the camera downstairs, they are going live at 11 p.m. BST. We're still BST, aren't we? Did I say AM? PM?
You said PM.
AM in like an hour maybe to do a big live stream. It's absolutely massive. There's all sorts happening. A Saturday morning live.
Yeah.
Have a look at that.
Just check it out.
YouTube.com/Team Triple Jump. They'd love to see you there as well. See you in a bit.